Yo, what's going on, y'all? My name is Alex, and my god, the Lakers are good again. After a terrible 2-10 start in the beginning of the season, AD and LeBron being in and out of the lineup, and the supporting cast just not being good at all, the Lakers had a 25-31 record and desperately needed changes. Well, it happened during the midseason trade deadline, where they sent off Westbrook, Thomas Bryant, Patrick Beverley, Juan Toscano-Anderson, Kendrick Nunn, Damian Jones, and one of their first-round picks, and a handful of trades for a much-improved supporting cast of D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Mo Bamba, and Davon Reed. The goal in mind after these trades was to make a final push for the playoffs, specifically the 6th seed. While I thought they would definitely make the play-in based on these moves, it was going to be extremely difficult to get to the 6th seed because not only would they have to win a large portion of their games, but the teams above them would also have to fall down significantly because the Lakers were in the 13th seed. Well, now they're the 9th seed, tied with two other teams for the 9th seed, and only 2.5 games behind the 6th seed, despite LeBron only playing in 3 games after the trade deadline, and newly acquired D'Angelo Russell also missing time as well. Since the deadline, the Lakers are 8-4 and have looked the best that they have since 2021. So what has been working for them since acquiring all these new players, and why do I think they could potentially be turning around to the point where they could come out of the West? Let's talk about it. Before we start though, if you do end up enjoying this video, make sure to like and sub. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so it would mean a lot. Anyways, let's get started. Let's first start off by talking about D'Lo. Although he has missed some time so far to start off his Lakers tenure, he has proven to already be a much better fit than Westbrook and also provide more than what Westbrook was offering. And arguably his best season of his career so far, D'Lo has brought much needed spacing, converting 47% of his threes so far with the Lakers, and even though it has been a small sample size, I believe this can continue to a certain extent because he was already shooting 39% on threes this season before the trade on 7 attempts a game. He's also been really good at protecting the ball and not making any silly turnovers, something Westbrook was bound to do multiple times a game. Because of his offensive tools, D'Lo can also be on the court during crunch time, despite the lack of consistency on defense, and actually help close out games. In their latest game against the Raptors, D'Lo had 16 points in the 4th quarter, and he didn't miss a single shot or commit a turnover. This is just something Westbrook was never able to offer, and D'Lo's ability to stay in games and produce actually gives the Lakers more versatility in their closing lineups when everyone is healthy because they don't have to solely rely on LeBron or Anthony Davis. The next newcomer I want to talk about is Jared Vanderbilt. I am so happy this guy is getting his flowers now that he's on a big market team because his skill set is so unique to anyone in the league and it's exactly who the Lakers needed. Vanderbilt is one of the best defenders in the league with his ability to switch on almost anyone, and his pairing next to AD has virtually been seamless, and it was desperately needed because before the trade, if the Lakers went small with either LeBron at the 4 or they were running a 4-guard lineup for some reason, these lineups were never really good at stopping opponents. So adding Vanderbilt allows the Lakers to play AD at center and actually be productive defensively, which is great. Add in the fact that Vanderbilt is able to put the ball on the floor as well and be a sneaky good passer. Again, I just think he adds many layers to this Lakers team that they previously didn't have. For the other newcomers, Malik Beasley has had his moments, but hasn't shot the ball very well as you would hope. Only shooting 32% from 3 so far with the Lakers. But I imagine once LeBron comes back, and now that D'Lo is back, he should receive some better quality looks, and I expect that percentage to go up as the games go along. Rui Hachimura has also had his moments, but there are times where if he isn't hitting his shots, he really shouldn't be out there. But because he is coming off the bench now with all these new additions, I don't think it will be that much of a problem, and Mo Bamba really hasn't played that much either to make an impact, and now that he's injured and won't be reevaluated for another 3 to 4 weeks, I would be surprised if he even played in the playoffs. Overall though, these new acquisitions have completely changed the way the Lakers have looked so far. They look completely different, and you can just see it not only on the court in the way they act around each other, but like you can just look on all their social media accounts. Everyone just looks so happy to be playing right now, and I think that's overall a good thing, especially since their aspirations are a championship. And all of this combined has really got me considering, are the Lakers an actual threat in the West now? And to be honest, I actually think it is kind of hard to tell. Although they are 8-4 after the trade deadline, it is a small sample size of games, and as we all know, the West is extremely close, so the seeding can move so much to the point where I can't use hypothetical matchups to see how the Lakers would match up in the West. They could luck out and play the Grizzlies or Kings, and if you ask me, they could have a very real shot to beat them. but I could also see them matching up against the Suns, Nuggets, or Clippers, and to me that isn't so straightforward. However, because it isn't so straightforward, I think that says a lot about how good the Lakers look right now, and how much better they could look as this season comes to an end. The new acquisitions have already improved the offense tremendously with added spacing and playmaking, which in turn has helped AD get better looks, and it will help LeBron get better looks as well. And those guys will play well off of AD and LeBron as well. Defensively, they have also improved, and it has everything to do with Vanderbilt in combination to Anthony Davis. Those two as lead defenders have made the Lakers the best defensive team since the trade deadline. Of course, things can derail with an AD injury, which is always bound to happen at some point, and LeBron could possibly come back not 100%, which in this case, I wouldn't feel very confident in the Lakers' chances at all. But assuming the best, because I would hate for either or both of these scenarios to happen, I think the Lakers are on the right track to actually competing, despite how dim the past year and a half has looked. Anthony Davis, despite his injuries this season, has actually been really good and is playing like a top 10 player in the league, and after a rough start to the season, LeBron also still looks really good. With one of the best duos in the league and a much better supporting cast, only health and chemistry, in my opinion, I think stand in the way of the Lakers' success come playoff time. Well, those are my thoughts on the Lakers and what they could look like and potentially do in the playoffs. Let me know down below what y'all think. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and sub. Check out my socials down below in the description. You can also check out this video somewhere on the screen where I talk about the Warriors and their chances come playoff time. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.